everyone, I have a tutorial to share with you today. This tutorial is for a pocket page. I've done a tutorial on this before, but I've had requests to do a new one. I used to do swaps several times a month, and me and my friend Lori, she is Clippin' Girl here on YouTube, and I will put her link down below. She hasn't done any YouTube videos for several years, but definitely go over there and subscribe because she might come back. You know, maybe in the next year or two she might be back. Our two oldest kids grew up together. She's one of my besties, so please go and subscribe and check out some of her videos. I want to give her the credit for the pocket page. It's a similar idea. Mine's a little bit different than hers. I recorded this last week. I was trying to do a tutorial. That video didn't quite turn out like I had wanted to, so I'm redoing it. So that's why you see this one as just one that I'm sharing with you guys. The collection is... So here I added some elastic just to hold it together. I added a little tab here on the side. This is some ephemera that is Prima. I added some flowers and then an enamel heart. And then you can just open it with a little tab. It opens like this. Like this. And then here's a little pocket. And it closes, and then you open it again like this. And it opens like this. And it opens again, and then here's another pocket up here. And there you go. So this is what I'm going to share with you today, how to make this. And then I'll just kind of give you an example of what you can use this for. Okay, let's get started. So you're going to need... So I'm going to score the first one at 4 and 8 inches. Then I'm going to turn it one time and score it down the middle at 6. Okay, and then you're going to want to do the same thing to the second sheet of cardstock. Score it at 4 inches and 8 inches. And then turn it and score it again at 6 down the center. Okay, with the first sheet, I'm just going to cut out just the center here. Okay. Okay, so I just cut out the center of this one, as you can see. Okay, and that's all I'm going to do to this one right now. And then with this one, I'm just going to trim up to the 6-inch mark on both sides. Okay. Okay, next I'm going to cut 1.5 inches off of this side and 1.5 inches off of this side. My scoreboard, it's a little messy, but I'm going to just score 1.5 inches just to the first score mark right there. Then I'm going to turn my paper over, and I'm going to do that again, 1.5 inches, just right to there. Okay, and I'm going to trim this side off right here, and then I'm going to trim this side off here. Okay, and so that is what it's going to look like. Okay, and then here's the other side, what it looks like here. So you're going to need 15 of these, and they are cut at 5 3/4 by 3 3/4, and I'll have all the measurements down below as well. I'm going to add one here and one here. Now, designer paper on these two spots are totally optional. If you already have a colored cardstock, then you may not want to do that. And I'll kind of show you here. This is going to go like this, okay? I'm going to want to put 2 more on the top here. So as you see, I have 2 cut here, and these are 4 1/4 by 3 3/4. Okay, so I'm going to put this one here, this one here. Okay, and then you're going to want to put one right here as well. So this is a 2-inch punch, and it looks like this. But you can use any punch that you have. And a little slot right here. So there's that. Okay. And then I'm also going to use my 1 3/4 inch punch, and it looks like that. I'm going to do that to this one as well. This is actually the back where you would glue it down, but if you want to have a little pocket on the side, then this is why I like to punch it out. So you can add a journaling spot inside or a tag inside, whatever you like to do there. And then I'm going to again punch it one more time. So there are those 3 punches there, and then the one up here. Okay. Just kind of show you kind of what it looks like. What we're going to do here is we're going to adhere this one on top, just like this. Okay. Okay, and I just added adhesive around here and here, pretty much all 3 sides. Okay, and then around here and here. So okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and center it the best that I can. Get everything even. You can use your clear glue if you prefer. I just use the sticky strip for the video because I don't have to let it dry. So then here you have some pockets over here. You have a pocket right here. Now you could have put some paper back here, but I didn't because you're not going to really see your sticky strip, and then you add it to your page. And then here is another pocket in here. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're going to close it like this. And just kind of make sure it's creased really good on all edges. And you're going to do that to this one as well. Just going to close it like this, and then the other flap as well. Make sure that it's creased really good. That'll really help. And you can use your bone folder. And then at this point, you're going to flip it just like so. Okay. So now at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some paper here in the back. Now one thing I forgot to mention is before you add the paper down, you can distress the edges if you like. So that's what you would do at this point as well. And then all I'm going to do here is I'm just going to add some sticky strip to the 2 edges here. Okay, and so I added the sticky strip to the 2 edges. And then I'm just going to fold that pocket down like so. And now I have a pocket here. Now just really crease the edges here because you're going to fold this bottom flap here up. Okay. And the bottom just needs to kind of be creased a little bit more. So just kind of crease it. And this top piece here, it's going to go down like so. And if you need to use your bone folder to kind of make sure it stays flat, you can do that now. Now this top page will be a little bit shorter, and that's just to kind of help you grab it. You know, if you need to. So it will be a little shorter. So now at this point, we're just going to add the rest of our paper, and then I'll come back. I have all these papers that I cut out. I'm just going to add them to each section. And again, they are 5 3/4 by 3 3/4 inches. And also I want to mention that if you wanted to, you could add a journaling card on top. I'm not going to add these ones because they don't match the paper, but just to give you an idea. So you could have a photo on one side, and then you could have the journaling for it on the other. And then here you could have like the ephemera or tickets that you might have collected for that, for whatever event. You know, you have a photo up here. You want to talk about the event, and then you can have the tickets or ephemera from the event here. You can also have another photo up here. So I just wanted to share that with you real quickly. It'd be fun to have some journaling cards on there. Okay, and right here is another little pocket in there. I'm going to include some designer paper here in the back. I don't remember the measurements for this piece, but I will have it down below. So I cut it down a little bit. So I'm just going to slide that in. And because you can't see the back piece too much here, I'd probably punch a hole and then have like a little ribbon or something so that you can just pull it out and pull it back in easily. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some of my elastic, and this is in black. Now if you don't want to do the elastic, you could also use some trim, and this is some sequin trim, and it's stretchy as you can see, and it would be really pretty around the edge. In fact, I think that's really pretty around the edge. See there? Or here is this one, and again it's stretchy. So it adds a little bit of a different look. It's not lace, it's organza. And I'm just going to see how much I need. So about that much. That after you tie it, that you hot glue it right here like a glob of glue. I don't have my hot glue gun with me at the moment, but I would recommend that you hot glue it down. But for this tutorial, I'm just going to add some Scotch tape. I'm just going to hold it down like so. And you can reinforce it with both tape and hot glue if you'd like. Okay, so this is where you would add your sticky strip. I would add all 3 sides and then a couple in the center, because you want this to last a long time in whatever album you choose to put it in. So one thing that I always get asked is, what do I use this for now that it's done? Now this is, originally this is for an album, and I have an album right here. This is a Halloween album. It's one of those easel albums. It's a little dusty, but I don't have a regular album. I've only made a chipboard album that is Halloween and Christmas. This one just folds up. So let's see, like here is one of these little inserts here. And then this one is one that you would add, you know, your photos on. So it's kind of similar. It's something like this that you can include in on a page. And this is for journaling here. Okay. And then this I made many years ago. And then it's magnetic. I have magnets inside to close it. So you could also do that with this. Here is one of the pages. And what you would do, again, like I said, you would add your adhesive here. Okay. And then you would stick it on the page like so, and then it would be functional like I just showed you. It would open up and you could add your photos to it and different things like that. That is one of the ways that you could use it. And I also made this envelope using the We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board. And what you can do with this is I made the on the punch board, it kind of gives you different sizes. This one I wanted it to be a 4x6 because that is the size of my little insert here. Now you might want to go a ½ inch larger so you have a little bit more breathing room if you add a lot of photos. So I would recommend going at least a ½ inch larger than this particular one here. But what you could do here is you would close it like this. Add your adhesive here, as well as to the back of this. Okay. A magnet or Velcro closure so that it would close like so. And then you would have this in your album. And then you could add like something like this, like a little sticker, something that says hello or something like that. You could add something like that on your envelope if you would like. And then you would open it like this and then go through, and then you can share your book like this as well. So this is just another idea. Okay, now another thing that I wanted to quickly share here is if you wanted to have like a little pocket here, you could add some lace. And I would just add some hot glue on one side like this, and then cut it, and then add hot glue on the other side, and then also around the bottom. And then you could have a little pocket, really pretty pocket glued down, you know, any clear glue that you want, if you prefer the clear glue. But then once you have that down, it would be pretty to have another here at the top, and then you could add some memorabilia inside there as well. This could be a pocket as well, or just like a little tuck spot that you can add something behind. And then if you wanted to, I've seen this done where you add this at the bottom, and then whatever you slide behind, you just glue just the bottom here, and then whatever you add inside, it won't move. It'll stay there. So you could do something like that. This I just double punched with my Martha Stewart lace punch here. Just punch both sides, and that's how I got that look. Okay, really quickly, let's just maybe add something to the top here. Do I want to, I kind of like document or captured. Captured would be fun. Or adventure. I'm going to go with adventure because it's my cover kind of, and then it's not quite as thick as these as well. See? So I'm going to add something behind it first, I think. Let's do that. I'm going to trim it down a little bit. Okay, and so off camera, I use my Martha Stewart punch, and I just kind of added an edge to the top. I thought it needed something. Okay, so I'm just going to add this here. Just kind of slantways here. You can use, I got this a couple years ago at Tuesday Morning, and I just kind of thought it would be fun to add lovely time, beautiful day. Maybe even yay would be cute. Yay adventure. Let's add the yay. And let's put it just right here at the top. Just like so. Yay adventure. Let's see. Let's add some hearts. Can never go wrong with hearts. And we'll add another heart right up here. Let's see. So there it is so far. Let's see, is there anything else? The flowers would be pretty, like somewhere. But I think we're good for now. I think we'll just leave it as is. And again, I think you get the idea. One more quick flip through. Okay, so that is my pocket page tutorial. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye!